So starting off, I'm going to be applying my concealer all over my eyelid. And the concealer that I'm going to be using is Makeup Revolution's Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer. And it is C11. That is the color. And I did not set it just because with the eyeshadow that I'm using, I wanted to actually stick to my concealer. So I did not set it, and I wanted to actually be vibrant and the colors pigmented. So I am going to be using my Jaclyn Morphe palette, Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, and I am actually using the color Hunt, and actually the color Firework, I think, or Butter, Hunts and Butter. And then that was in my transition, my transition shade. And then I actually moved on to this burgundy red color, which is actually going to be, I believe, Roxanne from this palette. And then I went in with a purple, and the purple is from I believe it is from a Lorac palette. I can't find it, but it's just a dark purple, and I actually went in and blended that out around my crease area. And then I actually went in with my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, and I actually used that black color, and I actually blended that out in the crease area, and I continued to blend it out, and I actually used some eyeliner, and I used that to basically darken my crease area a little bit more. And I'm just blending that out, and the key is to blend out. To get the nice halo cut crease, you need to blend out your shadow. So just keep blending and blending and blending until you feel like you've achieved the look that you're going for as far as the blended shadows go. And I'm just taking the fluffier blending brush that I have and blending out any harsh edges or whatever I didn't blend out. And if you heard in the background a little boy yelling, that is my son. He is watching PJ Masks, and he gets very excited when he starts watching that show. So but anyways, I am starting to cut the crease area using the same concealer, the Makeup Revolution concealer. And I just cut the top crease area. It's not like a regular cut crease where I'm cutting the whole part of my eyelid. I'm just cutting the crease part, and I'm leaving the sides. I'm actually expanding the cut crease area out a little bit more and bringing the concealer inwards. And I believe I did not set it. So what I did, this brush here is actually a paintbrush that I got from Michaels. And the brush itself is really good with blending shadows together. And I took a dark blue color, and it's like a navy blue color as far as eyeshadow, and then I took some black and I mixed it together, and I'm blending the shadow inwards. And because it's so skinny, the brush is skinny, but it's also a little fluff to it. It's easy to blend out shadows. And I actually took from that Bright NYX palette. Is a small little square palette that has some bright vivid colors in it. I can't find that palette either. I guess I didn't bring any of my palettes with me to show, but I used that color on the outer the inner corners as well. And right here I took just a white eyeshadow, and I was blending it outwards, and I'm watching TV too, so I don't know. I forgot what I was watching, but I'm taking the white shadow, I'm blending it in with that blue shadow that I packed in the middle. And right here I'm just actually blending all the shadow colors in together. And moving on, I actually am going to, in the middle of the eyelid, I am going to be putting Tonic by Urban Decay. It is it's like a pressed shadow, I guess. It's like a what is it? It's like purple with a shimmer to it, I guess you could say. And I'm just spreading that all over on top of the blue as well, just to give it a shinier look to it. And I'm bringing that up towards the crease area as well. And I just continue to do that until I feel like everything has been packed on and blended the way I like it. So I actually wasn't finished with my brows all the way. So I'm taking my foundation that I'm going to be using, and I'm just cleaning up the top of my eyebrows. I don't really fill them in like that unless it's a certain look that I'm going for. Other than that, I just use mascara, and I do fill in some areas of my eyebrows with a eyeliner pencil or pen, one of those liquid eyeliner pens. That's sometimes though. I switch up every now and again, but this time I actually did use mascara. That's it. So next I am applying my foundation, and my foundation of choice was CoverGirl 3-in-1 Stay Fabulous foundation in Soft Sable, and it's an all-day flawless coverage. It is buildable, and I'm also using my Bobbi Brown Almond Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation in the color Almond 7, and this is a full coverage foundation. So mixing those two together gives me the best combination, well, best color for my skin. And I'm going to be concealing my under eye with Maybelline's Master Conceal, and that is in the color, it's 50 medium/deep. And then I also used my Makeup Revolution, the C11 as well. The Maybelline is more yellow, and the Makeup Revolution is more of a cool undertone. So one is more of a yellow undertone, one is more of a cool undertone. So when I mix them together, it gives me the perfect concealer color that I'm going for. And I'm blending that outwards all the way up to my temple area. And the reason why I do that is because I feel as though it cleans up the outer area corner of where my eyeshadow was. Just cleaning up anything around that area. And I'm blending it in towards my nose, just so when I contour my nose, I don't have to really do a whole lot with my nose. It's already kind of gotten that shaped feel of it's going to be contoured by blending in that concealer. And the only areas that I really conceal are underneath my eye, my eyes, and then also my nose, the bridge of my nose. I don't do my forehead, and I won't actually conceal my forehead, but I'll use the same brush that I was using to do my concealer with. I'll just tap a little bit on the top of my forehead. And right here, I'm actually setting my under eye with Laura Mercier's translucent setting powder. It's the loose setting powder, and it's in the color medium deep. And I also go over on top of that with benign topaz translucent powder. That's more of a yellower tone, and the Laura Mercier is more of like a neutral color for my skin complexion. And here I am I contour first with a foundation stick. It's going to be the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's going to be Earth. And it's their stick foundations that they came out with a while ago. They were only $20. I didn't like the way the actual consistency of the foundation stick was all over my face, but I did like the fact that the shades, darker shades, were good for contouring. So I just really contour. I just mark the areas around my forehead and where my cheekbones are, and I just take a fluffy brush and just blend that out. And I do mark underneath my what's the word I'm looking for? Well, you guys saw where I marked everywhere. And down the bridge of my nose. And I actually, before I set that concealer, not the concealer, the contour shade, I actually use a face powder. I use True Match, L'Oreal's True Match powder in the color Cool, and I just kind of blend that upwards towards the highlight area, just to take away any harsh lines that I may have. And also, I try to set my contour. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But if I do, I use the Tarte's contour palette, the limited edition one, and it's just a dark color that's in there, the darkest brown that's in the palette. It doesn't really have a name, a specific name, and I use that to set. So here I am actually applying my highlight. My highlight of choice for that look was a Goddess. And it is the Sonia Cashew. The word is funny. That you can get it at Target. It's that brand at Target in the cosmetic section. It is a beautiful bronze color. Oh my god! And if you like, you know how mostly when you wet your brushes, the more pigmented it's going to be. So I didn't wet my brush this time, but I did use this. After applying my lip gloss of choice and applying my mink lashes, the look is basically done. All I did after this was throw on a wig of choice, and that is it. Like I said when I first posted this on my Facebook, that it was my first time doing this look. Now this is actually my second time, but I appreciate you guys for watching, and give me a thumbs up. And I love the way this turned out, and I will be definitely doing a lot more Halo cut creases for you guys. Again, thank you guys so much. See you next time.